I'm going to put it down and we're just going to leave it. Whoa, you're bigger than I thought you were going to be. You're... Okay, cool. How do I even use... I don't care. I don't actually give a crap right now. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, back on Project Ozone 3 again. Now, last time I was just super excited to play this pack, and I am still, but... and I say last time as in last time I had this many of this many episodes of this series back to back. But this time I haven't been able to complete all of the things that I need to do in the other series. And this one we've actually progressed a little bit, so it's kind of where I need to get the videos from, at least for this little while. Anyway, moving on. Now, there are a few new things here, such as this guy right here. We've done this for the sole purpose of enchanting this guy with mending. Now, the reason we need him with mending is because the other crystal, there's one particular crystal we need. I say need is a strong word. Really want. For whatever reason, if there's any durability loss, you use this thing one time, you can no longer craft this one. So I had to trick the game. I believe that's a bug, but I had to trick the game. So now all I need to do is just hold this in my hand and get a little bit of experience. It gets that one durability back, is then full, and I can craft another one. But, you know, there's a few other things that have been added. What else was added, actually? I think that might have been it. These two right here, I think, might actually be the only added things up here. Although there is a gigantic change. Hold on. We have two. All right. So you got a bunch more going through, you know, but we have two. All right. That's pretty cool. But there's a gigantic change down below. The whole design is changing. I was going to do another time lapse, but I was like, we've already done that. Been there, done that. This ring here is going to move as well. I've decided to change things up. The biggest reason I've changed it up is because the other design, as much potential as it had, ideas weren't really forming for me. I couldn't figure out how to add detail and make it look good all at the same time. And it also wasn't very functional. We didn't have very many layers or levels in there where we could put down crops or, various other things. So I decided to change it up a little bit. And as soon as I thought about changing it, this idea slowly but surely started to form in my mind. These guys are going to keep going out in these general directions. And I don't know, they might turn. I'm not exactly sure what shape the roads are going to take. But these crops on the edges are going to continue. This is actually derivative of what a buddy of mine suggested when he was... I don't know. He was trying to help me out with the designs and stuff. But thank you for that. Because I'm pretty sure the reason this design came out as far as it did was because of your suggestions. So thank you. But we're going to keep going with this. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know the shapes. I don't know which direction the roads are going to turn. It's basically going to change based on need. As far as how much room we need for certain mods or magic or machines or whatever it is we decide to do with this, it's going to change up. But for now, this is where we're at. And we may or may not have enough room for all the seeds that we have so far. I believe I have one of each seed in here, and I've been analyzing them so that we can prepare to make them all 10, 10, 10. Right now, we're in the middle of getting the stone seeds up to 10, 10, 10. But I've already done the inferium seeds and the dirt seeds. They're all 10, 10 seeds. And I'm just waiting now. I'm just waiting and slowly but surely converting all of our seeds over into 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 seeds. And by the time... it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a huge amount of time is the bottom line between all of this. But now that I've shown you all the changes, and we can't quite get to the seeds and get all the resources we need to continue down the path that we need to continue down, there is something I would like to get into today that... we're doing pretty good with already. I mean, 30 Insanium Essence is ridiculous. Okay? It's absolutely ridiculous. But we still have a massive problem in that these guys run out. They only have so much uses. Which, by the way, I made one of these infusion crystals that I showed you. This is the one that requires a fully charged Supremium, and using it one time will make it so you cannot craft them. But what we need to do, or what I want to do, is get the unlimited version. At least one of them. But I have a feeling once we get one, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And that way we no longer have to worry about creating any more of these guys ever again. We're going to be just fine. And I might even create one extra one just in case we want to do some in our actual, in our system somewhere. It may or may not happen. I don't know. But as you can see, this guy's down to 18 now. We do have one stocked up in here, ready to go, so he's going to be okay, but you get the idea. So in order to do that, we do have to get back into, I say back into a mod. We have to go further with a mod we kind of tiptoed in earlier. And that mod is Lordcraft. We've done Lordcraft a little bit. But now I believe I might be able to find a way to get into what I want to get into. So as you can see, we need the Arcane Workbench, which requires the Book of Knowledge. And I don't exactly know. I think these are mineable. I think you mine them. And I think I might already have some. I didn't actually check. Let's see if these crystals... No, it does not appear that they are anything we have yet. But we should be able to get them. Actually, they come from what? Crystal. Oh, yeah. I could have swore I got some of them. Maybe we didn't have a high enough... Maybe that's what it was. Let's see if we can find some of these in Landia. Because Landcraft and Lordcraft, I believe, are the same thing, right? Pretty sure. I'm almost positive. Almost positive. Landia. It says, yeah, I'm almost positive. But I could very well be wrong. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure-ish, kind of, sort of, maybe a little. But I want to see if we can find any of these deposits. Maybe, just maybe, let me turn off F7 so you can see a little better. Maybe we can find some. Maybe we'll actually be able to mine them. But there is actually a place right down here where I can fly around. Because I can fly. Woohoo! And we should be able to see pretty quickly if there are any shards in the area. We might be able to pick them up really quick, just enough to make the book, and maybe a few extras in case we need some. Hey, dude. How's it going? How strong is our sword? Pretty strong. Oh, look. No, that's quartz ore. Never mind. Okay, well, I figured it out. Kind of. We can't go there yet because the simple crystals aren't there. This is going to require... Whoa, I feel like I almost fell off the edge. Probably because I almost did. But this is going to require a bit of a detour. Which, by the way, this is all going to be destroyed. I don't know if I pointed that out, but the whole design is changing. I'm not leaving this there. It's only still there because my stuff is on top of it, and I have not created an area down here to put it all. But anyway, I figured that needed some kind of specification. Now, we actually need to get into a completely different mod because of how this stuff works. We have to go all the way through here and actually get a glimmer crystal because the Twilight Forest is where those shards exist. That's where the ore exists, rather. It actually says so somewhere around here. Which one is it? Here it is. Twilight Forest. It doesn't say it. You know, you have to get it in Twilight Forest, but it's the Twilight Forest. It requires it, so that kind of tells you right there where you got to get them. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can work on that. And the mod we need to get into for it is actually the Embers mod right here. This is a mod I've never actually done before, so this is going to be a learning experience for everybody. Except you, if you know the Embers mod. This is going to be a learning experience for me for sure, though. So that's just kind of a deal. Now, what I want to do, I need to get rid of all this stuff that I have currently in my inventory. We're going to go ahead and just throw it in here momentarily. I say momentarily. I mean, I still got to be working on all my crops and everything slowly but surely. But, like I said, we're moving on. Anyway, so I need the codex, I believe, for that first one. So in order to make this, we need that. Bam, got it, done. Boom. First one complete. What now? We are progressing like bosses. Now, we got this already. Claim that. We've already gotten this one. Okay, cool. So there is a machine we need in here in order to make the glimmer shard. I'm going to try to go directly to it. I'm not going to worry about getting everything done. I just want enough of it done. So we need the exchange tablet. I don't even know what that means. But we need Dawnstone, copper Dawnstone. Do we make Dawnstone? How do we make Dawnstone? It looks like not the stamping recipe. Apparently there are essences, which is pretty cool. Arc furnace, no, not what I'm looking for. So it's just, what, crafting? What do you... It doesn't actually say how to make it. Okay, so does it say in the book how to make it? That's the thing. Yeah, okay, Dawnstone. So we got to get down here in order to make it in the first place. All right, so we got to go down first. We need the melter, right? Just make the melter, check. Have all the information you need. The codex, of course. We just got the codex. Why would I not use it? That's cool. Whoa. Check that out. This is a really cool book. I'm liking it already. Right-click entries to mark them as complete. Categories would open as you complete entries. Okay. And no, I'm not going to cheat and just right-click everything, okay? Enter text to search and highlight entries. You can search entries matching multiple words with the pipe symbol. Okay, cool. So we can search. Needs energetic. Okay. Which one? Okay. We need this one first. This is the one we can do. This is the only one we can do, I guess. What are you? Antique adversaries. Strange. These are those humanoid things. I've killed those. Bam. Ores. What ores? Deep in the vaults. Copper, lead, silver, quartz. Okay, copper has it. So copper, silver is quartz is going to be good in this. Okay, good to know. Which unlocked further stuff. All right, chamomile. We did this already, I believe. It's well, the book says we did it, but I don't remember doing it. Apparently, we've done it before, though. I feel like we did, but I don't remember how. Oh, we did. Yeah. Because we used these for something, but I don't remember what. We made a thing. What do we make with these? It doesn't. I don't remember any of this stuff. I feel like we made one of these, though. I don't know. We should be good, though. We should be good to mark that one. What are you? Corrosive vents. Oh, did we find... Yeah, we found these in the thing. Is there? You must be able to get something from them. Curious orifices when disturbed, the venting has a forms a corrosive substance in contact with the damp cavern air. The huge chunk of sulfur obtained from harvesting them is yet unsuitable for further manufacture. It needs to be crushed into dust in a stamper first. Okay, so we need to go to those vents, but we need to keep an eye on that. The hammer. So it's just, we need to make a hammer, right? Okay, got it. Which we may or may not have done. The tinker hammer, okay. And prospecting. Okay, so we need to create this thing, I guess. The atmospheric gauge and the hammer are two things I guess we need to create to progress. Hammer? Which one is the hammer we're talking about? I guess it's this one right here, right? Bam, done. Okay, we got that. And then the other thing was the gauge or something? Yeah, this guy. Can we make that one? We can. Okay, so we have both of those things now as well. So we can go ahead and mark those as complete. And go bam and bam. Wow, lots of things are opening up. Okay. Pipes, dials, tinker's lens. I feel like we don't need these. Can we do... So do we have to go all the way through? Like, do we have to do every... We might actually skip some of this stuff, guys. Because it looks like we have to do every single thing in order to progress. I mean, there are pipes, there are dials. I mean, these are all good, but... I need to figure out how to make it. Do I need to know this? I feel like I don't even need to know this stuff. Like, I don't have to go through the book. It says you can, but I don't have to or something. I don't know. Whatever. We're going to put these guys away for now and leave it alone. I'm going to see if there's a way we can just say, you know what? Screw it. I need to make the melter. That's the bottom line. Bottom line. We need to make the melter. Can we do these? I don't think I have that many chamomile bricks. If I have any chamomile bricks. Bam. Cobblestone. Got the furnace, though. You, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, let's go ahead and smelt these guys up. Where's my... Well, I guess we could just do the alloy smelter, I guess. It's a little... Or no, I can't. Apparently I cannot. Where's my... I don't have my furnaces. I don't have furnaces. They're in here somewhere. There should be. Yep, here we go. That's what I was looking for. This guy's pretty quick anyway. Probably wanted to use this one. Any hoozle. So that's a thing. And then we go here. Let's just go ahead and put a whole stack of coal because we can. If I can grab coal, that'd be nice. Alright, here's the melter. Bam, done. Can we complete now? Can we go? Because I don't even need to use this thing. I'm going to put it down and we're just going to leave it. Whoa, you're bigger than I thought you were going to be. You're... Okay, cool. How do I even use... I don't care. I don't actually give a crap right now. I'm just trying to progress enough to get to the Twilight Forest, right? So, boom, complete. What's next? I need to go over first. I need the mixer centrifuge. Okay. Mixer centrifuge. We actually... Can we make... I can crush them, I guess. I guess we'll do that. The words. Iron. 1, 2, 3. What was it? 3 of them, right? 5 of them. Wow, I can't count. And mechanical core. Can we make you? Almost. I wouldn't say almost. Lead. I need 1 lead, but we can also do this guy. Bam, done. So I need a lead. Do I have a lead? I do have a lead. So we have a lead, and I need 5 iron. And we'll go ahead and grab our hammer here, and we'll be like, okay, and boom, and then we can just hold right click. This thing is actually not too difficult to use. And overall, if you have a small amount of materials you need, it's actually very, very handy because it does like have the resources you need to use, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so we can go like did you? And then blah, blah, and then blink, and we're done. All right, so now we have that guy. We are powering through this stuff. I don't know if we should probably use any of this. We might have to use it. Probably gonna have to use it at some point, which is another reason to go ahead and just like place it down so we're prepared for it. Claim done. Okay, we're ready to make Dawnstone. Gold and copper alloy, probably in one of these guys. The melter, I'm not sure which one we're gonna have to do. Dawnstone, are you gonna tell me? Stamping, Dawnstone anvil. It does not say exactly how to do this. Darn it. So we're going to have to probably look it up in the book, which is going to take a lot of work. Does it say, are we even close to something like that? It does not appear that we are. Oh, wow. How about this, guys? I'm going to go through and just kind of get this stuff done because it seems like you just have to mark them and check them, but I don't want to do so until I understand and at least listen to or read the information, but that's kind of boring for you guys. I've already done it a lot in this episode, and I probably skipped a bunch of it in the episode. I may or may not have cut that out, I'm not sure, but anyway, you get the idea. I'm just going to look through this and see what I can get to, and once I figure out how to make that alloy, the Dawnstone, I think we're going to move on. Alright. So I have kind of tracked it through, and the basic concept of how this goes is there are some tangents this thing takes as a random tools, but the general concept is that you go from over here and it kind of goes down like this, and what it's saying is that you can bore bedrock to get crystals to melt down into this is like a primitive melter, this is like the higher powered melter, into the actual ember. I say melt it down, that they say extracting, but then you move on to the next tab in which you start to use that ember that you create as a fuel source to power the melter to then send liquid alloys into the centrifuge to create the Dawnstone that we need. That's the basic idea. So we need the bores, we need the melters, or whatever they were called, in order to get the ember, and then we need to melt the alloys, and then we need to combine them to get the Dawnstone. That's the basic idea. Now, I don't know how these things work. Whoa, my goodness gracious. I had no idea it was a big. So how do we... So, okay, so what? We do it... What the crap, man? So what, is it always face down? Can we not face it upwards? If I hold shift, it doesn't do anything. So I guess we have to face it downwards. In which case we need to go all the way down. I need to find a down spot then. I guess we could just go right down here, possibly in the center of this. I'm just trying to, and I'm here in the nether for obvious reasons. We only have one piece of bedrock in our world, in our void world, because we're in a void world. So we need to go to a place that has more bedrock, and that's why I'm kind of here. Stop trying to shoot me. Oh, I didn't get to kill him. That's a bummer. 4 blaze rods. So, I don't know. We're just going to be here. I got to find a way. I got to get down below. And I need to go all the way down in apparently a pretty big area. I mean, it's not going to take me too long to get there, I guess. Because, I mean... Ooh, lava. Alright, maybe it will take me a while to get there. Because I'm going to have to bury through lava, apparently. I almost want to go directly down. Is that weird if I just want to go right here? Because it's lava. I could just drop gravel and then dig it out and we're good, right? Here we go. I've now connected everything. I believe as soon as I fill this chest with the coal that I have here, I think these guys are going to kick off and start producing the crystals of like ember crystals or something, or the shards. They are used in crafting recipes, but their primary purpose is to create the energy I was talking about. So what we have is, you see the pipes. Chest, this is the outbound one. This is the item extractor coming from the chest, and it's going into all 4 of these guys. These are mechanical cores. They actually extend. If we remove this, there's only one port, but we need to input and extract. So you had to do something to extend it, and that's what these guys are meant to do. So now we have an input and an extract on the same block here. All 4 extractors, one for each mechanical core, and this guy, all have levers on them that are turned on, which means they're all powered with redstone, and therefore should be working as soon as they have something to extract. And of course the pipes are going to their, the stuff from this chest is going into each mechanical core, and the stuff from the mechanical cores is coming down and going into this chest. So as soon as we fill this guy, wow! There they go, look at that. Holy crap! That is ridiculous. We got 1 crystal already. And I wonder, like, it's going like crazy. There's a lot of particles going, look at that. That is nuts. So the chest is almost gone now. It looks like it fills up like 1 full stack. So these guys do have their own inventory. You just can't actually see what it is. So that's cool. What are you? Your smoke particles. Are you... Oh. I'm going to need the hammer. I think. Because this is backed up. This is a... they try to go... Okay. This is where our issue's gonna be, I believe. Okay, this is a sign that things are just getting stuck, which is unfortunate, really. It is. We need the hammer, and I need to reroute these pipes. I think I need to make it more circular, so that they all need to go in the same direction in like a circle, and then deposit. I'm gonna have to find a way to do that. I got to do a little more reading in the codex to be able to rework these pipes so that they work without jamming, because that's what that was. That was a sign that they jammed. Those smoke particles, according to the codex, that's what that means. But I do need to get the hammer. You're supposed to be able to right-click with the hammer and actually get them unclogged, which I'm assuming kind of pulls them out of the pipe. But I do need to do, like I said, I need to do some reading to see exactly how to orient these pipes so they work better. Alright, well, I'm cheating a little bit. So far, I don't entirely hate the mod. I'm a little weird when it comes to mods. Sometimes when I don't agree with what they do, I'm okay with it. And other times, it just drives me nuts, and I feel like it's stupid. In this case, I wouldn't say I'm okay with it, but I don't hate the mod because of it. But it is, I mean, it is logical that if you were actually transporting items in pipes, that they would collide. They would clog up. It does actually make sense. If items were popping out of the cables, you know, then that doesn't really make too much sense. But, you know, and some of the other issues that you can have with pipes, these guys, they just stop, which is pretty much what they would do if you were actually transporting items with pipes. But anyway, so what I've done is I actually added a chest in here. I used my noggin a little bit, and basically there is no alternative for the pipes. There's no way for them to clog here. And with these guys, based on the logic of the pipes, what they do is they always go forward until they can't anymore. And if they can't, if there's more than one direction, then they go round robin, which means in this case it would go straight down, it would have to stop, and then one would go this way, one would go that way. One would go this way, one would go that way. And that would continue until it hits the end. In this case, it can't go any further. So one would go this way, one would go that way. And it's doing the same on the other guy. So theoretically, all 4 of these bores should continue, and they should all stop at relatively the same time. Theoretically. I don't know if it's true, but you do see all 4 of them are indeed working. So at least, you know, they at least got some of them, which makes sense. So it should be good to go. And we're actually getting quite a bit of this stuff. I didn't think we would get this much so quickly, which is really, really good, actually. What is this stuff even used for? Oh, really? Can we turn this around? This is like a piece of coal. Can we turn this around and actually use it in this to make it go just a little bit further? That's pretty interesting, actually. It's also used in alchemy. Maybe we should probably leave it for now. But it does seem to be basically like a piece of coal, from what I can tell. But it looks like it might have another function here, and I don't really want to alter that at the moment. I feel like they could be useful. So we're going to keep them for now, but we do have the ember crystals, and we have a bunch of the shards, which we're going to need. But now we need to work on the next step of this whole process, which I think is to start getting the... I think I want to skip, if I can. I'm going to try. I don't think I can skip directly to the pressure refinery, but as you can see, the activator can refine crystalline amber, which is the other one. It's the primitive version of this. It only produces a modest amount. The pressure refinery is a means of getting much higher yields per crystal. It requires both water and ember to be pumped into it, which we can actually do in the nether. We can't place water, but I do have an infinite water source I can pipe out of. I believe I can pipe out of it. And water and ember need to be pumped into it, resulting in a default 1.5 times yield from the activator. However, place a metal block. I don't know what a metal block, I don't know what that means. I'm assuming something in the mod. And then you surround it with lava or fire. It can reach up to 3 times the yield, depending on how many hot blocks there are around the base. So we can theoretically do that if I can find a way to set it up, and we can actually do it down here. So I think what we're going to end up doing is dragging a pipe from one of these chests into the other, and then we'll drag a different pipe from that chest over into our refinery, which we'll then put over, like, you know, off to the side over here. And that way, hopefully we can make this almost completely automated as a way to get ember, and we can start using it for stuff. So maybe this will, you know, maybe we'll actually pretty this area up. I'm not 100% sure that all the ember stuff is actually going to stay down here at the bottom of the nether. I don't know for sure, but it could be. And we could just design the area out and create teleporters to get down here easier and so on and so forth. But for now, we're just going to work on the process of it. We're going to make it work. And then we can worry about actually prettying the thing up afterwards. But let me go ahead and see if I can make some of these things. Figure out exactly what I can do, what I can't do, how to do it, and all that good stuff. And then we'll see if I can figure out and, you know, do stuff. Other good, better stuff. Okay, so this is happening. I did actually make the Ember activator because it says that this guy requires Ember and water. So I have the water, of course, being pumped in from our infinite water source. These things are awesome, by the way. And it's going well, and I'm pretty sure that means it's creating the Ember. and this is the pressure refinery. This is the good one. I need something to store it. I feel like maybe I'm wasting Ember right now. And I think we actually go, yeah, because that ends here. I guess the mini boiler. Ember is a highly energetic summoner. That's just producing it into steam, which we can look into later. But I need something to hold it. And I think the copper cell is what we're going to want. So we're going to store it into a copper cell. Maybe? Can we just put this directly on top? Ember storage. It can be given Ember using an Ember receptor or have Ember removed from it through an Ember emitter. Okay, so do we need to get from your activator or other refineries involves two main blocks, emitters and receptors. Okay. So I need to put one of each of these. I need an Ember emitter and an Ember receptor on a copper cell. And then, so I need 2 batches of these. I'll put one batch on to send it into a cell and another to take it out of the cell and use it. I guess, I wonder if this stuff can work transdimensionally. You decide to melt down objects. Okay, so I can do that. Okay. And then we pump it into this guy. So I'm actually going to need... So what is Ember? Is it a fluid? Or is it... Can we pipe it out as a fluid? Or do we have to use... I guess we have to use the emitters and receptors. But in that case, we're going to need a bunch. Because I'm going to need... Can you link multiple receptors and emitters? This is going to require a bit of testing, I believe. Simply place them on a machine and they will suck out Ember from the machine into their internal buffer. Then, while powered by redstone, they will periodically expel Ember. Okay. Receptors function as the receiving end. When they receive Ember and Ember bursts from an emitter, they will push the Ember into the attached machine. No redstone required. Note that if Ember is received, but the receptor can't take all of it, some of it will be lost. Signified by a plume of smoke and sparks. So... It doesn't say you can't, but it doesn't say you can. So I wonder how many... We're going to have to try. We're going to see if we can actually link multiple receptors to one emitter. I'm thinking we probably can't. What's up, buddy? But we're going to... I guess we're going to try it anyway. I don't know. I'm going to see how difficult they are to make. I'm going to make a few of them in an Ember cell so we can store it, I guess. And then we'll see where we are after that. I'm also going to get the melter and the centrifuge from here and put it into the nether. Since distance can make you lose Ember, we don't want to do that either. So we're going to have everything be in the nether. It makes sense that we would do that. So let's go ahead and start crafting some of this stuff, I guess. We can also put this guy away. I don't need it. Alright, so I have the emitter. And I have a couple of copper cells. I wanted to see if I could test this fast enough. I'm thinking it's going to transfer really, really, really quick. But we're supposed to shift right click and then right click. Shift right click, right click. Right? Or no? Is that not working? I guess it's not working. Hold on. Did I do it wrong? How does one do this again? Maybe I did it backwards or something. To link emitters and receptors together, simply shift right click the receptor with your tinker hammer and right click the emitter with the hammer. That's what I did. Right? So shift right click and then right click. When you break it, it's supposed to retain it, but it's not actually doing anything. So, what am I doing wrong? Receptor, right? Ember receptor, Ember emitter. Does it need space? Or something? I don't understand. Does it, maybe it has to like point to it or something? Does it need to be on the side of the block? Oh, it does. Look, there's little knobs here. Okay. So now if we do it, and yeah, it just, there's another puff, which means this guy actually took it into its internal buffer. So I'm guessing we can do it like this. So we can have multiple emitters on the one block. So this is probably about to do another puff, I'm thinking. I could be wrong. So now if we do this and this, it should be working. There, it's okay. So that one worked. Why did you not work? Okay, let's try it. I guess. Oh. Okay. I mean, the distance shouldn't matter. We should be good. I mean, we should be okay with that. So the hammer, shift right click, and then right click. I broke them both. Why are you not working, thing? Can you only do one at a time? Let's do this. Okay, and then we're going to do this again. Oh, that was a double tap. So confused. Is it too close? How far away is it? 1, 2 blocks in between. Oh, maybe it is too close. Is it too close for real? Hold on. Maybe it really is too close. They're like, why would you need that? Why don't you just connect it directly? That's dumb. You don't need it so close. Anyway, boom and boom. Oh. Targeting. Okay. But it's still not working. What is happening? But this one works. And yeah, actually this one was like just fine. This one worked just fine, and then it was actually the same distance here. Is this, yeah, it's not getting anything here. I don't understand. Shift? Maybe my shift key got stuck. I don't see why it would work on one side but not the other. That doesn't make sense to me. How does that what does not compute? What is happening? For real? That's what's happening. I got lucky before because this guy just so happened to be directly behind it. It needs redstone. I forgot about that. I did read that in the book. I just totally forgot about it. So now we're getting these guys. They are now being stored. So theoretically, we can have a couple more emitters. That's a lever. That's not what I wanted. We get the emitters. We can do a couple more emitters, one off of these guys. And then we can put them into, for example, it's unfortunate that I have this controlled like this. I guess I could do something along these lines. You'll see what I'm doing here in a second, people. I'm just trying to reroute a few things. And that way I can kind of go under. And then we can do, I have the melter, right? We can pump the melter into here. And we can have a receiver, or receptor rather, onto this guy. And we can get the hammer. And go like that. And of course we need the lever again. Can we put a lever on bedrock? Is this a thing we can do? I think we can. Yeah. And there it goes. So now this guy is now receiving ember. So anything we put in top will be melted down. And I believe we can extract the fluid using this. Oh, no. Shift click, man. I don't want to melt down. That's cool that you could do that. Now I know how to put it in there at least. But we can move this all the way over, which now that I think about it, I didn't even have to reroute this. But at least we can walk under it. 1, because this would have just gone right over it. And 2, because these two things can be in the same block. So it really doesn't matter anyway. But you get the idea. Now, let's go ahead and put down the mixer, I guess. We do this, and we can pump. I need to look at the book again to see exactly, because I think Will you put the ember in the bottom? Each side of this is supposed to be its own thing, I think. So if we do, I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up, and we're gonna do some testing, I think. But I'm like this close. I'm this close to making Dawnstone. We're almost there. Okay, so we have one heck of a thing here, and it looks very, very complicated. I don't know if you guys are even following exactly what's happening. These guys produce the gem things. Okay, they're coming from these chests over into this guy, producing the ember that we need, which is being sent into our little batteries here on both sides. And this guy must be full now, which means this one's probably close-ish to being full, although it was running for a little while, probably wasting a bunch of ember from it. But anyway, once it's sent there, these guys are sending it into this and into this as soon as I flick the levers. This one will melt down metals and send it into these two tanks. This is the newish setup here. Now, these tanks are going to allow the fluids to remain separate and not get sent in on both sides. I hope. There is no priority system. I don't know how this is going to work, if I'm being honest. I don't know if this is going to do what I want it to do. I really hope it does, but I have no idea. What I need to do, I don't know. I really don't know, guys. Because there's no priority system on the fluid pipes, and I don't know why. Conduits. Do we have like an advanced pressurized conduit? Ender fluid conduit. We could get these. I do have the vibrant alloys and probably the conduit binders. I wonder if these guys have what I need in them. I wonder if they have a priority system. Good. We can indeed add a priority on this, which is now going to solve my hesitations that I just had. Basically, my worry was that if I melted down an ingot here, that instead of going all into one, that it would be split into two of them, and then the next ingot that I put in of a different type would not have anywhere to go. Now, what will happen is that whole ingot will go into this one since it has the higher priority. Then the next one of a different type that I put in won't be able to go in because it's not the same type. And it'll instead go into the second one, which is what I need to happen. So anyway, after these bins then absorb their liquids and start storing them, they will be piped into the sides of the centrifuge, which will then be powered with more ember from this guy. No, this one goes into here. From this guy. This guy will send it into here. I'm getting all confused in my own. And then, once that happens, it will alloy it and infuse it with the ember, creating Dawnstone, molten Dawnstone, basically. So then, it'll be extracted through here, go into this guy where it will be stamped, in this case, with the ingot. We're going to get a few of the ingots, and then we're going to switch it out for the plate and get a few of those. If we look at the glimmer stone, glimmer crystal thing that we need to create this. The gunpowder is not a problem. Nether quartz is not a problem. Ember shards are not a problem. We need the exchange tablet, which requires Dawnstone ingot and Dawnstone plate. It's the Calmonite stuff, which we have plenty of, and the copper. So once we create this, we need to learn what this whole situation is and how to get these guys and infuse them with whatever material that is and get that type of quality. But after that, we should be able to create our glimmer crystal. And in the next episode, we might be able to go to the Twilight Forest, and maybe this episode. I'm not sure how much I'm going to cut out of this. And then get our simple shards that we need in order to continue with things. But for now, I just need to make sure this process works so we can actually get our Dawnstone. So what I want to do, first and foremost, I have 10 of each. So if I put in 10, and we do this, so the first one, the first thing that should go in here, it's melting it down now. It should actually start sending it into this fluid tank here. I have 10 ingots. It can hold 16. So if we just wait a little while, it should be melting it down. I don't know if it's going to do all of it at once. Or if it's going to... Yep, it's doing one at a time. There we go. Now you can see in the tooltip that it's actually got one ingot in here. So I don't know... I guess this guy isn't quite done yet. So it's not sending it. But I figured it should. Oh, it's never active. This guy's never... Always active. So yeah, okay, there we go. So we can do that. Are you... You're always active. So we're good there. Oh, wait. If we do that... Hold on. Let's go ahead and do never active again, so that way it's stored in here. So we want to actually make this never active, or do it with some kind of a redstone signal. Is probably the easier method, but for now we're just going to go in and select it manually. And that way this one will be filled, and therefore the gold that goes through next will not be able to go in here, because this is the priority. If we keep sending it, this fluid tank will be empty, and then the gold will also go into this one, which is not what we want. So we're going to allow this to go through and get all of the gold in there until it's completely gone. And then once it is, we're going to put in the gold, and then it'll go into this one, and then after that we'll have it sent into this guy. And we'll just open them both up and let it go, and then we'll turn it on to see exactly what happens with the dawnstone stuff. Oh, it's done. Perfect. Let's make sure this actually works, because this now has... It can hold a bunch, actually. It can hold a bunch. 16,000 millibuckets. That's actually quite a bit. Yeah, good. Perfect. It's working as expected. Wonderful. All right. Here goes nothing. Always active. Go ahead and go into there. Send your... Wait, what? Hold on. I mean, that doesn't matter because it's on extract. Why are you... I'm confused now. Because you went in, it said each side is a different tank. Does that mean it has to go over here? Oh, shoot. That is not what I wanted to happen. No, that's not what I want to happen either. Hold on. I need to fix this. Okay, so we're going to have you turn off, I guess. And then we're going to go here, because that's on extract. So if you have this on insert, right? And then we do this, and have you on extract always. Good, okay. So did that go in? It looks like it probably went in, which is good, but it's not good at the same time, because... I need... That needs to go in there, but I need to bring... Can I bring it off of this side? Can we do this like this? It looks like we can. It looks like it would interfere, but it seems like it might actually be working okay. So if we do that, then I can go ahead and insert into this side. And I know this is all messed up. I'm trying to make sure. It's like a proof of concept, basically. I want to make sure that we can get exact... Oh, look at that. It's in there. Molten Dawnstone, it's done. Well, it must have had a little bit of ember. I haven't turned this on yet. But, yeah, look, it's right there. So, what, do we need 1,500 in order to make one ingot? I guess. So, let's turn this on so it gets some ember. Yeah, look, there it is. It's producing it slowly but surely. So, we had 10 ingots in there. We had 10 of each ingot. I want to see how many we can get. This one requires 1,500. And it's done, so it's still producing. Now, if we turn this guy on, the stamper should start. Wow, that was cool. Did you see that? Perchink, bam! Holy crap, dude, that's so cool looking. Boom, boom, boom. That is neat, dude. Okay, so hold on. Let's go ahead and do this. Get a couple of these first. Did we get a plate? We got a plate. Boom. Okay. Still 1,500, so I guess they're all 1,500 and the stamp doesn't actually matter. I don't know how many of these we need, really. I got 4 of them now. Let's go ahead and do this now. We'll just get the rest of ingots. Hopefully we don't need a whole lot of dawnstone plates. If we do, we can always bring stuff back down. As you can see, everything is actually working as it's intended to work. So we're going to be fine with it. And we don't quite have enough. Oh, and it doesn't even take as much. Okay. So far, we've actually gotten... There's 10 right there. We're up to 14. So can we get Are we going to get up to 20? So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. If you put in 5 copper and 5 gold, that's 10 total ingots. You probably get back 10 total ingots. That's a good guess. It looks like we're going to get 3 more. Yep, we're going to have 3 more of these guys, which is really, really good. Okay, cool. All right, good deal. So now it's not going to do anything now, right? And I'm assuming eventually these guys... Wow, what... It's like shooting and rounding. That's cool. It's like, woo. Wouldn't it be easier to go straight? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so, I don't know. That's pretty cool, right? I mean, it's working out all right. We got our Dawnstone that we needed, so we can make that machine that we're looking for. I want to get all the way to the point of the Glimmer Shard at least. That's my goal for the day. That's been my goal for the day, is to be able to get to the Twilight Forest. So that's what I don't want to stop until we get to. Remember, I'm trying to make sure we can accomplish a whole goal in an episode. This took a lot longer than I thought it would. I didn't think we would have to go so far into the Embers mod. Initially, I actually wanted to make sure we got the shards and see if we could actually get what we wanted there. But that looks like it's going to be next episode. This goal of this episode has actually changed after I realized how much we had to go into Embers. But that's okay. That's okay. It's a mod I've never messed with before, so it's interesting. It's pretty cool. How much do I have any copper? I should have some copper. I just need 1 plate, right? Because I can actually make this right now, I believe. If I do this like so, I only need the 1 plate. We go here, you. Okay. What do I need for this? This is the full ones, right? The full blocks? Yeah. Boom, boom, and then we can make this guy. Now that we have the exchange tablet, we can see... I'm going to have to do a little more research. I'm going to have to look into the book in order to see exactly how to work this guy and whatever that other resource is down below. I got to figure this stuff out too. But the Ember Shards we have down below, the quartz and the gunpowder. None of that is a problem. It's just this whole situation that we got to work on. Alright, so number 1, there is a ghast nearby. Number 2, this is the next day. Number 3, the ghast is really annoying. Number 4, I don't know why I'm numbering things. This is what we need to do now. We need to transmute something into the Glimmer Shard. Okay? Or the Glimmer Crystal. My bad. The Glimmer Crystal. So, I don't exactly know how to do this. I have a general idea of how to do this, but I don't know for sure. Now, I know the first thing is that I need this guy. Okay, so we're just going to break him off and place him there for now. We'll see what we have to do later. The next thing is that I need to put these things into their respective slots, as it says in the book. These are under Ember Shards. Alright, so 2 shards. So, on the side... Oh, okay. Alright, so can I just look at those particular slots? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, yeah, you have to separate them. No, wait, what? So is that just the next... Okay, that must be the next one. So now you have to do... Oh, you actually do click on the side of the block. I thought you could click on the slot. Okay. Alright. So I did it right the first couple of times. I thought I was doing something unnecessary, but it is indeed necessary. So now that is the pattern that we need for this. Okay? So now what we need to do is actually put the alchemy pedestal. It says place them about it. Does that mean right beside it? We're going to put it right beside it. And we're going to put this guy here. Now I need to fill this guy up to the proper levels with ash. And this is the biggest confusing part. We need 64 to 80 ash in this guy. And the way we get ash is with the cinder plinth. And I don't know exactly how to do this, but I am going to give it a shot. I guess we're just going to like kind of break some of this out over here. And we'll see, I don't know, just like try to make ash, I guess. I don't know how to use the ash. I don't know how to pick up the ash and put it into the pedestal. I don't know if it's considered a liquid or a solid. I don't know how this works exactly? It's probably some kind of a solid. I mean, it's ash, right? It's just going to be a pile of dust like redstone or gunpowder is. It's going to be that kind of a material, I'm guessing. So it's going to be an item, or it'll be considered an item. I do have some item extractors, so I can pipe it directly into it. We should be okay with that. I have some levers, so we should be okay. But what do I need to do in order to get ash? I need to burn things with ember. Is it this one? Where's my cinder plates? Here it is. Simple machine, place any item into it, power it with ember, and it will burn the item into black ash. It can automatically place the ash into a bin placed beneath it as well. So I guess it does it one at a time. So let's try to do it without the bin. So it says it can burn any item. What items? Netherrack. We'll burn netherrack into ash and we'll see exactly what happens. So we'll put what? That's 47 netherrack. I don't need netherrack. I might need a couple of blocks here and there just to place things. So we'll take 10. We'll do 37. We'll see what happens. And we could certainly, if netherrack works, we can certainly get a whole lot more of it if we need to. But yeah, so we're going to do that. Now I need to actually do, this is the receptor and here's the emitter. Okay. Bam, bam, boom. Bam, boom, bing. So we're going to put you on the side of this actually. We're going to put the emitter there. No. Oh, okay, that broke really fast. I didn't think it would break that fast. And we're going to break this guy out just so, I don't know. It looks like it would fit better. I don't know. Whatever. Fit better? It looks like the whatever. Whatever. The shot that comes out of it, I wanted it to at least look like it can make the arc into it and not look weird like going through walls like one of them over there is doing. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So I need the hammer, right? Okay, so this is number one. Shift right click and then right click. So now they're linked. And now what I need to do is actually get my levers, which I put down here. And then we power this guy. And it should start shooting. Yes, there it is. So now it is... Oh, wow, that was quick. Yeah, it's an ash pile. And it's just, I'm like observing it. So can I just... Whoa. Okay, so I put it in. How do I know what level it's at, though? Okay, so we're up to 10. But how much does each one give you? How do I know? Is it each item? Is it that many ash? So if I go here, we need what? A whole stack to 80? 64 to 80? I guess that makes sense to me, I guess. So we are going to need more netherrack, which I have more netherrack. Wonderful. We'll just go ahead and do this much. And I guess we're just going to chill and wait for a little while to see, you know, until we get that much ash. I'm going to put it into the pedestal, and then we got to do the next step. Okay, so now we have over 64. So if I do this and then this, so it's full now. So I'm confused. I mean, I have 64 of them, so I am in the range technically. But my question is, it says 64 to 80. So if you can only put up to a stack in this, then why is it that it can only... Does that mean I would need another one of these and another pedestal if the requirement was higher? I'm not sure what that means. But we have 64, so theoretically this should work because we are in the range. Now, the next step is to actually fire the beam at this, I guess like that. Let's actually read up a little bit in this thing to see what's going on. Dangerous device, aim it by shift right clicking with a tinker hammer on a target block, then right clicking the cannon with the hammer. When it is given enough ember, it will fire off a beam of pure radiant heat. This beam can kill nearly any unarmored creature and also initiate transmutation at the exchange tablet. Okay, so that's what we want it to do. So this actually works. We link this the same way. I need to provide it with ember. I guess number one, we need this guy. Okay, number two, and I don't know if I can even attach it like that. It might have to be attached on the back end, maybe? It doesn't look like that's necessary, but I don't know if it can actually receive Ember through this method. Although we are going to give it a shot. We're going to see what happens. So if we... That's interesting. I didn't mean for you to go on to the end of the crafting grade. I mean, sheesh. But anyway, so now we're going to do shift right click and right click. You should be, yeah, I was about to say, you should be powered now because of these levers, both of them actually. And you're sitting there. So now if we do shift right click and right click, or right click, I guess that's it. It doesn't actually say that it's linked. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe once it gets enough Ember, maybe it'll actually fire off, and we can tell, possibly. This is the plan, at least. This is the hope. And here we are. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to do this thing. It doesn't actually say in the book about a redstone signal, but in my mind, if you think about it, it not being activated by redstone signal would be dumb. And I don't even know if this is going to work, mind you. But I feel like it would be dumb to make it automatically activate just when it has enough Ember, because then leaving these guys on like they are now would make it fire and waste a bunch of Ember. Right now, everything is filled. Everything in the network is filled. We don't have to worry about turning off the levers. Everything is fine. We're not wasting any Ember at the moment because everything is just topped off, except for maybe this guy. I did turn this one off. I'm assuming this guy can fill up. I just haven't. I don't know. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, so my idea is that once I flick this lever, it should shoot. Because as you can see, this is indeed on. Both of these are on, which means it has a redstone signal. And it's not sending Ember, which means this guy should be full. And there is a way to check with like dials or something, but I'm not worried about that. I mean, it's a pretty good visual indicator when this thing stops spitting out Ember. So it should be full. It is aimed, I hope. It didn't make a sound when I right-clicked on the beam cannon. But if I do this, wow! And then there's the beam. Now it's going to fill back up, and we don't have to worry about it. And it's starting to transmute. That's cool looking, man. That's so cool looking. That is neat. That is fantastic. That is one of the best effects that I've seen. Like it's absorbing, like the transfer of Ember is really cool as well. I'm actually really liking this mod. This is a good mod, I feel. Twilight Forest. Dun, 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 dun. I have gotten the Glimmer Crystal. Too bad it doesn't have an EMC value. I'm probably gonna have to come back and do this one more time. And it looks like the shards don't even get used, which is really cool. But it looks like I'm going to have to come back and do this one more time to get another one of... I say one more time. I don't know. It doesn't have an EMC value. I might have to come back here multiple times. Who knows? But it is pretty cool. It's very neat. I like it a lot. But the reason I'll probably have to come back is because we actually have to throw this into the portal. This is... Typically, in other mod packs, in order to create the portal to the Twilight Forest, you have to... We are going to have to come back, and I just thought of that. You have to throw a diamond into a specifically oriented 2x2 area of water that is surrounded by flowers. The flowers don't matter, but you throw a diamond into that pool, and it converts it over into the Twilight Forest portal. In this mod pack, that changes. And instead is now the Glimmer Crystal. We have to throw that into the pool, and it's supposed to convert it over. And the reason I say I know we're going to have to go back and get another one now is because of the fact that I'm going to create a temporary portal, and I'm going to have to destroy it. So that's just the thing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and set up the portal. We're going to make sure that it does indeed work before we close out today's episode. Let's just get a bunch of this, and I need flowers. Flower? We have 3, 4, 5. Do we have any tulips? Tool? No. I need flowers. I don't know how to, like, say flowers. Like, how do I say, hey, I need flour? I could bone meal the ground, I guess. Do I have bone meal? Is this a thing I can do? I think it is. Actually, I think I can do bone meal just fine. And it doesn't matter the plants you use. As long as they're plants, they're flowers of some kind. It'll actually work. Okay. Here goes nothing. Ooh, it worked! I was like, oh, it didn't work. But no, it worked. It totally worked. It totally did a thing. We can go to the Twilight Forest now. We've done it! So we have now completed that. How far into this did we get? I think we actually got most of Embers done. Really. I don't know where it is, though. Here's the Twilight Forest. Okay, bam, boom, bing, done deal. Where was Embers at? I thought it was... Seriously, where was Embers? Oh, here we go. So we didn't get reservoir, dials, pipe. We should have gotten piping. We did get... Oh, we got all but the item dropper. And we'll have that one very, very, very soon. Stamps, which I have all but the flat stamps. So we've actually done these two, technically speaking. And the Aspectus. I just don't have the other ones. I didn't make any of the other ones. So we pretty much have almost everything done in the mod. Really. So I was saying we're going to streamline straight to it. But you really can't. Not in that mod you can't. But anyway, so if we go through here really quick, there's the Twilight Forest. If we go down one, simple crystals. This is what we need. What we needed. The ore can be found in the Twilight Forest. May learn more in the Lordcraft Knowledge Book. It actually gives you the Book of Knowledge once you get the crystals. But today is not the day for that. We're going to do that. A little bit of stuff. I don't know if we're going to actually go through the Twilight Forest or not. I'm thinking we aren't. Oh, look. We don't even need to go there. We're done. There it is. We now have simple crystals. I can make the book and we can do things. So in the next episode, we may or may not go into the Twilight Forest. We will if we need to. And we might take a look just to see about it. But at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. So maybe not. I don't know. But we'll see. Eventually we will, but probably not right now. I kind of want to do some other stuff first. But anyway, this episode is already probably very long. So if you like the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps.